Hello friends, today's date is 17th January 2021 22 and today's video topic is what is the difference between object oriented programming language and procedure oriented programming language. Uh, so both are the programming language and it is the high level programming language and it is also it is the both it is the used for the develop the applications. First, we have to see what is the procedure programming language. The procedure programming language it is the derived from the structure programming and it is the based on the calling procedure. The procedure are the functions that is routines or subroutines that is a that is the steps required to be carried and it also the follows a step by step approach in order to break down that is a task into a set of variables and routines in the sequence of the instruction and during the program execution the procedure can be called at any point either by other procedures or by itself. The example is a procedure programming language are COBOL, Pascal, then Basic, Fortran and C. This is the example. Uh, we, we can see as a compared of the OOPS procedure programming is a less secure. It does not provide the security and the procedure programming it follows a top-down approach and during the design of a program and it gives the importance to the concept of the functions and divides and large programs into the smaller parts or called as a functions. Then procedure programming it is a straightforward, that is the object oriented programming. There is a no access modifiers introduced in a procedure programming language. Now we can see what is the object oriented programming language. The object oriented programming language it is the computer programming and it is designed for the methodology that is models or organized software design around the data or objects rather than the functions and logic. There are includes the two parts that is the object and oriented. So object is a entity and that exists in the real world. Then the meaning of the oriented is interested in a particular thing or entity. Then the programming pattern that is the around the object or entity. In a programming paradigm, everything is represented as an object and we know that. Then OOPS is a most popular programming developers and it will be suited for the programming language and mainly in a object oriented programming we can use the abstraction, inheritance, encapsulation, polymorphism. This is the main pillars of the object oriented programming language. Now we can see the difference between the POPs and OOPS. The POPs is a programming language and it is derived from the structured programming and it is based on the calling the procedure and it also follows a step by step approach in order to breakdown or a task into a set of variables. Uh, Set of variables, and in a oops it is the computer programming design philosophy or methodology that organize also models software designs around the data or object rather than the functions and logic. Then procedure oriented programming language, it is the less secure than the oops, and in a oops data hiding is a possible in a object oriented programming language. So abstraction, it is secure than the procedure programming. Then uh, POPs, it is follows the top-down approach, and OOPS follows the bottom-up approach. In a POP, the data moves freely within the system from one function to another, and in a OOPS, the object can move and communicate with each other by in the in the in the way member functions. And in a POP, it is the structure or procedure oriented, and in a OOPS, it is the object oriented. Then in a POP, there is a no access modifier procedural programming, and in a OOPS, the access modifiers are named can use, that is the private, public, and protected. Then we can see the example of the uh, procedure uh, procedure oriented programming language. Procedure programming language, that is C, Fortran, Pascal, and Visual Basic. And the example of the object oriented programming are C Sharp, .NET, Java, and C++. So it's all about the information of the difference between the procedure programming language and object oriented programming language. Thank you so much.